One there for you. Well, why don't I get anything good for the post, eh? It's always bills, bills and more bills. Who's yours from?
It's from the adoption people. They give me a date for counselling session. 29th of May.
You going?
Yeah.
Oh, I just thought...
What?
Well, I thought that when it came to it, you might not go through with it.
You came looking for your dad, but I suppose that was different.
It was.
Thought it might have been.
What's the matter with you?
I was wondering how you were, after you was up half the night listening to music.
It's only me.
Hello, Mum.
Here, you got any baked beans I could borrow? For some reason, we're right out of them.
There should be some in the kitchen, Pat.
Tell her. Said you have a nice party last night.
Yeah, she seemed to enjoy herself. Didn't she, Si?
Yeah.
I'll bring the beans back later.
Oh, don't worry, Mum. I've got to go catch and curry sometime anyway.
Oh, ta, darling. Ta-da.
See you later. Oi, is that why you got the hump with me? Because I stayed up listening to music last night?
It's not a lot of fun being ignored.
Well, I wasn't feeling too bright. You know, I had a bit too much to drink. And I didn't fancy the old room spinning round, all right?
Oh, and how about when you bought the dress? Were you drunk then?
Hey?
75 quid.
You know, that Gregory bloke, he didn't have a glimmer. His records only went back 50 years.
Surely that's enough for most people.
So I went to the police.
Arthur.
What?
Sharon, about that dress.
Nice, wasn't it?
But you told me to get her a present.
Not 75 quid's worth of present.
I didn't mean to spend that much money. I just sort of said I'd have it before I knew how much it'd cost.
That's 190, please.
There you go.
Tell. Why didn't you tell me?
I was going to.
Service, sir.
Yeah, I'll be right with you.
Sharon, look, I made a mistake. I spent more money with them, and I'm very sorry, all right?
Cheers.
I don't know. Well, I just thought I'd come round and thank you for last night.
Oh, it was nothing.
No, me and Si had a great time.
Good.
Nice dress, eh?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Sam's never bought me anything the right size yet.
No, Ian's the same. Useless.
Yeah, well, he hates dress shops. That's why he normally buys me jewellery. Still, he's obviously getting better.
Yeah.
Just as well, really, because the next dress we'll be buying will be my wedding dress.
Oh, you're getting married? Oh, when?
Well, we haven't finalised a date yet, but it'll be soon.
Oh. Coffee?
Tuesday the 29th.
Oh, I bet you're nervous. I know I would be.
Well, what I want to really find out is why they had me adopted.
Well, why does anyone have their baby adopted? Have to be desperate, I suppose.
Yeah, but what was it about my mum's life that she felt she couldn't bring me up? What went wrong? That's what I want to know.
But why?
So I can understand why she didn't want me.
Well, maybe she did want you, but something went wrong.
Yeah, well, she left it too late to get rid of me.
Look, Sharon...
And what about my dad? Where was he and why did he let her give me away?
Sharon, you shouldn't feel angry. You should feel sorry for her. I mean, think what she must have felt like having to give you to someone else.
No, I can't. You'd never let Stephen go, would you?
No, I wouldn't.
Simon doesn't help.
Why?
I don't think he really understands why I want to find out who they are. But he is preoccupied with this tenancy thing.
I think Ian would understand.
Ian probably would. But Simon's a different temperament. Was he the same when you went out with him?
Oh, I don't know. It was a long time ago. I don't remember.
He's still got a bit of a soft spot for you.
What?
He has.
No.
He got you the dress.
Well, I thought that was from both of you.
But he chose it.
Look, I'm going to give it back.
What for?
Well, because it's upset you.
Upset? Oh, no, I'm not upset. I'm not worried about that. Well, that is unless you're not telling me something. He knows when he's well off. Anyway, Cindy, thanks for the coffee.
That's all right.
What are you doing Monday night?
Monday night?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Well, nothing as far as I know.
Oh, great. Let's go out for a drink.
What, just me and you?
Yeah, just me and you. Ian can babysit. Come on, it'll be great.
All right, then.
That's settled. Give you another chance to wear your new dress.
Ta-da. See you. Well, at least it's better than reaching 50.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it.
So why no party, though?
Because that's what everybody else does. Not me. I don't want to make it ordinary.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, from now on, things are going to be different. I think with a bit of luck, I've got another 40 years left in me yet, and I intend to start doing all the things I haven't done so far.
Like what?
I was thinking about this. For the first 16, 17 years of my life, I didn't have any say for what I did. My mum and dad decided everything for me. And then when I married Pete, nothing changed. And even after Pete, I thought I couldn't really work without a man. But not anymore. I think there's a chance for me now to find out what I can do for myself.
I thought you were happy when you were Pete, though.
Well, I was, but we just grew apart. I didn't say anything till it was too late for us both. But it ain't too late for me. Those Mitchell brothers started me thinking this morning, you know. I mean, they really didn't think I was 40. Oh, don't look like that. They didn't. And they weren't stringing me a line either. And it's true. I mean, I don't feel 40. I still feel like I'm a kid. As long as I feel like that, I've got everything going for me.
Well, good for you, Kat.
It's like what people say, you know. You're as old as you feel.
Well, let's hope you're right. Come on, say goodnight to your granny. Go on. Yes, go on. Tell anyone about how you felt.
There's no one I could talk to.
Oh, what about Pauline? Oh, yeah, maybe not.
Oh, I did talk to Michelle after she's had Vicky, but it's a bit too late by then.
Must be nice having someone you can tell everything to. You know, say what you're really thinking.
Well, you don't have any problems, are you? Cindy, come on, what's the matter?
Oh, it's me, not Ian.
Well, what about you?
Well, you know we had the dinner party. And Michelle and Sharon came round, and Simon.
Yeah?
Well,
what happened?
nothing. Oh, I don't know, it's just nothing.
Oh, you started to feel like an old married woman?
Yeah, start to feel like I've been married for years.
Oh, don't worry, love. Everyone goes through that. Can easily sort that one out.
Oh, I don't know who this is.
Well, I've got a good idea.
Who?
Pete.
Oh, I knew he wouldn't be able to leave you alone. I'll tell you not here.
No, it's all right. It's a new start. I'll tell him myself.
Oh, this I've got to see.
Now you've reached the age of 40, doesn't mean you can't be naughty. Take a tip from this King Kong. This whole tooth is never too long. Watch out, girl. You're in my sight. I'm gonna take it to the dizzy heights.
How's it going?
Not quite as I planned.
I told you to leave well alone, didn't I?
Well, maybe you're right.
What are you saying, Ian?
I've had a few, but then again, consummations and more, much more than this. I did it my way. Yeah!
I really don't want to go out tonight, Ian. Well, I'd rather stay at home.
Look, if you're worried about me looking after Bozo, don't worry, eh?
No, of course I'm not.
Right, well, go out and enjoy yourself, eh? Look, wear your new dress.
I wish they'd have bought it for me now.
Why?
Well, I don't want people spending that sort of money on me.
Oh, you daft you are. I mean, I wish I had somebody buying me expensive clothing. Look, while it's on offer, take it, eh? Look, don't worry about it tonight. Just go out and have some fun.
Oh, we're going to need some more change. Oh, you all set, love?
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, hello.
Give Sharon a shout, tell her Cindy's here.
You're anywhere nice, darling?
Oh, just out for a drink, you know.
I think I should have taken the family out for a meal tonight, love.
Too true. Another time, eh?
She won't be long.
You and Ian should be going with them, son.
Oh, someone's got to babysit.
Oh, you can always go and keep him company. I'll run the bar for you. I fancy a night of bumping into the missus.
Nah, it's all right, thanks, Frank.
Yeah, go on and be glad of the company, won't he, Sidney?
If you like.
Yeah, that'll do me. I tell you what, it may be my last chance to work this bar. Looking forward to it. Simon's going babysitting.
Oh, when?
Right now, and Frank Butcher is called to the bar.
Sounds like a good idea. Give you a bit of practice.
Sharon, you ain't...
No, but we don't want to leave it too late, do we, darling?
No.
Right. Well, let's see what you're wearing then, Cindy.
Oh, it's just a dress.
Well, come on, let's have a look.
It's nothing special.
Well, let's see. That's very nice, love.
It's the first time I've worn it since I was pregnant.
Oh, you should have worn the one we bought you. Then we'd both be wearing new outfits. So I got me this today.
Dirty nappies, didn't you?
I don't know, it's a long time since I had one.
Do you know, Cindy's never around when he has one. I don't think she's changed one yet.
You serious?
Nah, of course I'm not. I've only done 2 myself. I mean, this kid would have some kind of problem if he's only had 2 nappy changes in 5 months, wouldn't he? Hey, hold still. That's it. Here, sit on him, will you? Stop him wriggling around or anything.
Hello.
Oh, you haven't got a clue, have you? You're pathetic.
Oi, I'm doing my best.
Was it Sharon said to Cindy that you two were thinking of getting wed, mate?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I want it in writing. I'm to be your best man.
Well, nothing's fixed yet, you know.
Well, nonetheless, don't you going off and finding someone else, do I?
I wouldn't.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, won't be long it'll be his turn, won't it? Wouldn't it?
It's all about wishing your time away, eh?
Ah, well, you have to think of it like that, mate. I mean, look, 1 minute they're a baby and, yeah, next minute they're gone. If you're not careful, you miss them growing up, didn't you? I just feel sorry for those dads who, you know, they split up. Only get to see their kid once in a blue moon. I'd hate that. Yeah? Tell you what, if I was you, I'd get Sharon wed quick. You'd make a good dad. He grew up.
Pop star like everybody else, I suppose. How about you?
Rich. Do you know what Stephen wants to be?
I would have thought he'd be too young to have made up his mind.
Nah, younger the better.
So come on and tell me.
Mega rich.
Yeah, I should have guessed.
Yeah, by the time he's 21.
You can't go telling kids what they've got to do with their lives, you know?
I haven't told him anything. Tell you one thing, I'll make sure he's got all the comfort and security that money can buy.
You might be in for a bit of a shock.
Oh, I doubt it.
Well, he might not take after you. I mean, not all kids take after them.
What, after their parents?
Well, yeah. Whoever brings them up.
Oh, well, you've upset him now, he heard all that. He knows what he wants as this little boy.
Funny old world, isn't it? You and Ian, me and Si. Who'd have thought it'd worked out like that? I mean, I've been out with Ian, you've been out with Sam. We all ended up mates.
Well, it's better than falling out, isn't it?
Listen, Cindy, you have to admit I'm pleased we did this. But I didn't ask you out because of that.
It was the dress, wasn't it?
Well, if it had been anyone else but you, I'd have scratched their eyes out.
I don't know why she didn't wear that dress tonight.
Hmm?
You know, the one you and Sharon bought.
Oh, yeah, well, she's probably saying it was something special, isn't she?
Yeah. So it's a nice dress, that. Must have cost you a few, Bob.
Yeah, we had to get her something, didn't we?
Hmm.
You didn't mind, did you?
Nah, I mean, very generous of you, mate. Very generous. Yeah, I'll tell you what, hold him a minute, will you?
Yeah.
Cool. Right, I'll go get Snappy. You got him? Oh, hopeless you are. I wonder what those two have been up to tonight, eh?
All right.
Is life all right?
Huh? Yes, mate, Lager's fine.
Nah, I meant the girls. What are you saying about us?
How do you mean?
Ah, we know what women are like when they get together. Yeah. Just as long as they've been behaving themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, Sydney looks good, you know, since she's had the baby. Oh, she's got all the weight off and that, hasn't she?
Yeah, she looks great.
I see blokes looking at her as she walks down the street.
But that's the price you pay for having a pretty wife.
Yeah, it makes you feel proud.
Good for you.
I'd say if anybody tried taking her from me, I'd kill them.
Hi.
All right, have a nice time.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, he's been up half the night.
Who, Simon or Stephen?
Both.
I'll put him to bed tonight.
Yes.
Come on, Ian, make Sharon a drink.
Yeah, well,
Hey, look, Sharon, we better go.
Yeah, we can stay for one.
No, I can't.
What's the rush?
Well, I've got a lot on tomorrow. Thanks a lot, Ian.
yeah, tell her. See you later.
You gone already?
Yeah, Simon didn't want to stay.
Why not?
I don't know.
Hi again.
Oh, yeah.
Everything's all right. Tills and Lee taken upstairs, that's all.
Oh, thanks, Frank.
Oh, I borrowed some bread out of the kitchen. I hope you don't mind.
No, of course not.
Oh, night.
Good night, gang. God bless.
Cheers, Frank.
So, what was all that about?
What?
At Ian and Cindy's. I got a lot on tomorrow. You could have stayed for one drink.
I didn't want to.
Why not?
I just didn't.
Simon, you have been acting so peculiar. You won't stay for one drink, but you'll sit up all night listening to music. You walk around the place like a man cut off in his prime. If there's something bothering you, Simon, tell me.
I suppose I'm just a bit worried about the job at the moment, that's all.
There's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, well, the interview date came through from the brewery today.
Why didn't you tell me?
Dunno.
You see, that's typical. You don't tell me nothing. You don't take me seriously, Simon. You never have done.
Sharon?
No, don't Sharon me. We're supposed to be partners, you
I
know.
know, we are, and we will be. Look, as soon as this tenancy comes through, things are going to be different.
I'm sorry, Si. I've heard it once too often. You do what you want, but leave me out.
You what?
You heard. As far as I'm concerned, you can go to that interview by yourself. I wouldn't want to run a race for you, never mind a pub. Just count me out.
Sharon?
Whatever you want to say, I don't want to hear it.
Oh, great.
I mean, all this. Who needs it? I could be working somewhere else.
Don't have a go at me this early in the morning, Sharon. All I'm saying...
And all I'm saying is I don't want to hear no more about last night.
I wasn't even talking about last night.
I could be working 9 to 5 somewhere. I wouldn't even have to be up at this godforsaken hour. I could be having evenings to myself. I could be enjoying life.
Without me?
Yeah, if you like. Without you.
I remember that.
So for starters, the cash and carry, I'm not going. And detergent, I need a drum of it. Only I'm not ordering it, you do it. And that pin for Cox's office part, you should have taken it round and tapped it last night.
Yeah, well, there's a lot of things I should have done last night.
Like what?
Well, like talking.
Talking? Simon, we don't talk, not these days. Oh, we shout a few words at each other now and again, but we don't have a proper conversation, not anymore.
Well, let's try talking about this interview date for the tenancy, shall we?
You can forget that.
What do you mean, forget it? Don't you want to know what it is?
I've told you.
They didn't bring none. We'll have to fix our own.
They brought 6 bags yesterday. They're in the freezer.
Well, I didn't see them.
Oh, you don't look, do you?
Hello, Ian.
Hello, mate.
Hello, Ian.
Hi, Sharon.
What do you want?
Pete, come out and talk business, mate.
What, this time in the morning? Sharon?
Yeah, well, seeing as you and Sharon are all set for the tenancy in this place...
We haven't got it yet, Ian. Sharon!
Yeah, I know, but you will do. I mean, you're the perfect candidates for the job. I mean, anyone's going to tell the brewery that. I will for a start.
Where's them lights?
What lights?
There were 3 cases of lights. I left them out there.
Coxey's took them for the party.
Oh, you're joking.
Well, look, I was thinking, but, when we get in this place permanently, right, we could do a deal for the bar food. You know, something a little bit different for the punters, but not that different. Now, I've got a few suggestions here, and I thought we could shake the tree and see what falls out, eh?
Yeah, later, Ian. Sharon, instead of having you up with me all morning, perhaps we could have a conversation about what goes in and what goes out of this place.
You started it.
Is everything all right, mate?
Yeah? Why?
Well, it's just you two seem to be shouting the odds at each other.
Everything's fine here.
Oh, good.
Apart from the fact that Sharon doesn't want to go through with his tenancy, things have never been better.
What? Hang on, mate. Are you serious? I mean, you can't do that. I mean, look, I need the orders. I've been banking on it.
Have you?
Well, yeah, look, I've got a wife and a kid to support, haven't I? I mean, what have you got?
It's important to me too, you know, Ian.
Yeah, well, I bet it's important to Sharon. Look, what's been going on?
I don't really think that's any of your business, is it, Ian?
Simon reckons that Sharon doesn't want to take on the tenancy.
What are you talking about? Of course she does.
She did. She doesn't now.
So what exactly did she say to you?
She didn't say nothing to me. Well, apart from hello, and that was a bit of an effort. It was just for...
Oh, 2 bacon rolls over there.
I'll tell you what, I can't see those 2 lasting much longer if this morning's anything to go by.
Simon and Sharon?
No, not without all that old moody behind the bar. It's not good.
Well, what about Simon?
What about him?
How does he feel about it?
Well, how should I know? Look, all I know is if you're in trade, you don't bring your troubles out front. But the punters don't want to see it. It doesn't sell beer. In the long run, it doesn't sell food. My bar food.
What, have they had an argument or something?
Well, yeah, well, it looks like it. Yeah.
What about?
Look, how should I know? Go and ask them, not me, eh?
Sharon, before the faces start coming, I'd like a word, please. Look, we can't keep rowing all the time like this.
You started it.
It doesn't matter who started it. Let's just try and forget it, all right? For the sake of the pub, if nothing else.
For the sake of the pub. And what about us?
Look, this idea about Ian doing the food is good. He'd do us a big favour.
Simon, a bit of interest from you would be the biggest favour you could do this place.
Well, that's what I'm talking about, you see. He could do the food in the evenings as well, up until about 9:30.
I'm talking about interest in me. Showing some interest in me, because you don't. Not anymore.
I still feel it.
Yeah, but you don't show it. And I need that, otherwise how do I know what's going on in your head?
Well, you know me, I get a bit moody sometimes,
Most
that's all.
times.
I find it hard to say what I feel. It's the way I am.
And I'm supposed to accept that, am I? Look, Simon, we've got to sort this out. So let's just forget about the pub for once, eh? Let's just worry about us. I mean, what's a pub anyway?
It's a living.
But that ain't enough, Simon, and you know that. Do you remember how we used to have a bit of a laugh when we first took this place over? About some of the couples who came in here? Been together most of their lives, but just sit there all evening without hardly talking to each other. Almost as if they don't know each other anymore. They've grown apart, sitting there like strangers.
Yeah.
Would you know something? We could be like that in a couple of years. We're busy getting ready for it now.
I'll leave off.
It's true, Simon. Try thinking about it sometime. Because when I see couples like that now, I don't laugh anymore.
Look, we had a row, that's all. A little tiff.
It didn't feel like it.
You're making something out of nothing, Sharon.
Am I?
All right. I'm sorry.
What for?
I don't know, just for being me, I suppose.
Oh, don't be ridiculous, Simon.
Look, can't we just forget about last night and start again at square one? I'm sorry. I don't see why you don't go and find somebody else. I can't help the way I am.
I don't want anyone else. Don't be so...
So what? Ridiculous? Look, are we going to go through with this tenancy or what?
Of course we are. That wasn't the point.
Good.
Wouldn't really change you at all, Si. That's the stupid thing about all this.
Well, then there's no problem, is there? Come here.
You all right, honey?
I don't, Sharon.
That's what you said last night.
I want to look nice for this afternoon, don't I?
Why, what's happening? You posing for centrefolder playgirl?
Oh, don't tell me you've forgotten already.
I might have. Can't remember.
I don't believe you sometimes. It's our business plan, remember? For the tenancy.
Hey?
We've got a meeting with the bank manager this afternoon.
You never told me.
I did, Sharon.
You didn't.
I did.
Don't start on me, OK?
All right, not in front of the faces, OK?
Why not? You never tell me anything these days.
No, that's not true, Sharon.
Except under the duvet when you suddenly decide you've had a long, hard day. Anyway, it doesn't matter because I can't go.
You what?
I've got my own appointment, haven't I? With the adoption people.
I'll say, Wicksy, get us a drink, will you?
Yeah, just come in, Ethel. You say I don't tell you nothing.
Pete asked me to drop these around. You all right, Sharon?
No, I want something stronger. Get me port and lemon.
Right.
It's all this trouble with Dot, you see. I can't bear to think of her in that place alone with Nick.
Well, if you're so worried about it, why don't you get Charlie onto it? She's still his wife, after all.
Oh, not for long.
Hey?
When did you last see her?
Oh, come on, Ethel. All right, so Nick's not exactly goody two-shoes, but he's hardly going to cement boot his own mother, is he?
No, he's cleverer than that.
And you was going to ask Simon to go with you?
I daren't now. Honestly, I'm that nervous about the whole thing.
Yeah, I know I would be.
I don't know why. I mean, it's only a bit of red tape, this counselling session, isn't it?
Well, I think it might be a bit more than that, Sharon.
Well, there's nothing to talk about, is there? All I've got to do is get the info, find my real parents, and bingo. Smiles all round and crack the champagne.
Well, look, I really think someone ought to go with you, you know. Even if Simon is out of the question.
What are you doing this afternoon?
Me?
Oh, Cindy, please. I'd really appreciate it. Thought there'd be a desk.
And a lamp shining in your eyes? No. We do have to work through a few things, though. All right?
Yeah, of course.
Well, sit yourselves down, will you? Now, Sharon, I suppose the first question you want answered is, what was your mother's name?
Well, I didn't think you was going to come out with it like that, but yeah, might be handy. Stratton. Caroline Stratton. Well, the worst thing is, no one seems to know how I feel. They all think I'm being stupid.
I don't, Sharon. Not at all. I think it's the most understandable thing in the world. Of course, I don't know exactly what you've been going through. I'm not you. But I can imagine it's been pretty tough.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a bit. I'm sorry. With what's written down here, I'll be able to get my birth certificate, won't I?
That's right.
How long will it take?
Well, by post a few weeks.
I could go down to St. Catherine's House now, couldn't I, and order it personally?
You've done your research, haven't you?
What do you say, Sandy? Should we go down there now?
Sharon, can you just spare me a few more minutes before you rush off? There are one or two things we haven't really covered yet.
Yeah?
You brought a friend along, which I think was a good idea. But what about other friends? You mentioned a partner earlier. How does he feel about the whole thing?
Simon. He's behind me, 100%.
Well, that's good. Because you're going to need him. You know that, don't you, Sharon?
Mm.
There's something else I'd like to pick up on, if I may.
Yeah?
When you've been talking earlier, you often use the word she, yes?
Birth mother's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it?
I think you got me a bit wrong. What I mean is, it might not be your mother that you managed to trace. It might be your father. How do you feel about that?
Well, he'll still be part of me, won't he? That's what I'm really looking for. He'll care about me too.
Perhaps. But then, that can have its problems.
Hmm?
Sometimes a parent's reaction can be so overwhelming, so emotional, that the child gets completely swamped. Do you see what I'm saying?
They get clingy, you mean, and want to take me over.
Perhaps.
Better than a slap in the face.
Okay. Now, let's just imagine that you don't manage to trace either of them. How do you feel?
What, you think I might not be able to?
It's a possibility, isn't it?
Well, I'd be no worse off, would I?
But if you do trace them, and my experience is that you probably will, have you thought about how you're going to cope?
It'll come natural, won't it?
Doesn't always.
How do you mean?
Sharon, giving a child up for adoption isn't an easy thing for anyone. They probably feel very badly about it, even now.
I won't make them feel like that.
I'm sure you won't. But you see, it won't all be down to you, will it? They'll probably have changed a good deal by now, Sharon. Their lives would have moved on, just like yours. There's even a chance they might not want to see you at all.
This isn't a good time for me, Simon. I've got to feed Stephen. I've got 1,000 things to do.
Yeah, I got collared by Arthur. I almost had to run round the block to shake him off.
So what do you want then?
Sharon asked me when we were going to get married last night.
Oh, well, that's good. It's hardly surprising, is it? I mean, everyone was expecting it. So are you bursting in here as if...
I told her I wasn't ready.
So what's the problem? Why are you telling me?
Because I'm never going to be ready.
So go on living with her then.
I can't anymore.
Look, what is this about, Simon?
Do you know what it's like living with someone you don't love?
Most of the time, love doesn't even come into my mind. I'm just too busy, like now. Look, love isn't always that head over the heels feeling all the time, you know, Simon. It's not like that. There are days when you don't get on. That's the way it goes for everyone. But you don't just walk out.
Well, that's what I feel like doing.
Yes, well, don't. Stick with it. Work through it. I hope this has got nothing to do with me.
Well, of course it's to do with you. It's got everything to do with you. I can't stand being with her. I can't tell her I love her. I can't do nothing. And you know why, don't you?
No, I don't, and I don't want to know either.
It's because I'm in love with you, Cindy. That's why it ain't working.
Look, I don't want to hear this again, Simon.
Well, you're gonna. I ain't going till I've had my say. And I ain't leaving until we talk things through. All right?
Maybe I thought I loved you when I was pregnant. But you didn't want me then, did you? Didn't mind me going off and marrying someone else.
If Stephen weren't mine, I wouldn't feel any different. I want to be with you all the time, Cindy. All right, so you're right. I wasn't bothered then, but I am now. And I can't get away from that.
I don't want this.
What you got is second best, and you know it.
How dare you? What do you know about it anyway?
Well, come on then, you tell me.
I'm not going to tell you the way I feel about Ian.
Why not?
Because it's private. Me and Ian are doing all right, and that's all I'm going to say.
Well, all right's not good enough. All right's for your mum and for my mum if that's what they want to settle for, but not for me, and not for us. Look, I'm not saying you should just leave, Ian.
Oh, well, that's good of you. Because I'm not going to no matter what you do, so just go away, will you?
No, I can't. Because I think you feel the same way I do.
No, I don't.
You do, but you just won't admit it.
You're mad. It doesn't matter what I say, does it?
No, it doesn't. And I'm not mad, Cindy. I'm just seeing things clear.
Don't do anything, Simon, please. Don't spoil things.
Do you love me or not?
Hello? Ian? Yeah. Yeah, he's the same as he was when you left him an hour ago. Simon's here. Yeah, he just popped in as he was passing. No, he's going now. Yeah, all right. Bye. He says if you've got a minute to spare, perhaps you could help him in the cafe. That's what mates are for, eh?
I know you feel the same way I do, Cindy.
Do you?
Well, you never threw me out, did you?
Well, I am now.
That should do us, I think. What shirt do you want to wear?
I'll leave it up to you.
What about the white one with the button-down collar? No, the blue stripe with that silk tie I bought you last year. And I might wear my cream blouse and peach skirt.
Well, last week it was your suit.
Yeah, it makes me look like a school teacher. Blouse is much better. Gets them all going, that does.
And since when did that have anything to do with anything?
Since Adam first set eyes on Eve. And if you think about it, it's what the pub game's all about, really.
Well, I wouldn't tell them that at the interview if I was you.
That's why we make such a great team. You ain't too shabby, neither. We've got something for everyone. It's why we can't miss.
Oh, no.
Get up and go, that's what they're looking for. A couple who ain't afraid of hard work. A couple with loads of ambition.
Yeah, well, you got enough of that for both of us.
So have you. You wouldn't have got this far if you didn't. It's what you've been dreaming about for years, Si. We both have.
But I still say it ain't going to be as easy as you think.
Simon, stop being such a defeatist. A bit of enthusiasm, that's what you need. It's our future we're talking about.
You would tell me something I don't know.
I'll try and look a little more cheerful about it. Hey?
Ben? No, they've gone for an interview up the brewery.
Oh, I was going to wish him good luck.
It's a bit late for all that, isn't it?
What time's left to be there?
Damage has already been done.
Hey?
If they don't get this tenancy, Cindy, we know who's to blame, don't we?
Mustard.
Yes, darling. Got enough.
Look, I don't know what you're getting at, but me and Simon are mates. That's...
Is that why he spends most of his time up your place?
He also happens to be a mate of Ian's.
You don't care who you hurt, do you?
I'm not hurting him.
What about Ian? I reckon you've been damn lucky with him.
I couldn't have been luckier. One of the best.
So why are you going to mess things up?
Look, Pat, if you've got something to say it to Simon. Whatever me and him had going, it was finished years ago. If they've got problems, it's not my fault.
No, girl, it ain't. And we both know why.
Oh?
Don't flatter yourself, Cindy. It ain't you he's after. Yes, darling?
Yes, this is excellent.
You've done your homework.
But to be honest, I'm still not entirely convinced. Your whole strategy, in spite of everything you've said, seems to be preoccupied with improvements for the existing clientele.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, regulars account for 95% of our trade.
For example, you haven't taken into account what will happen once the Turpin Road market disappears.
Well, it won't happen.
From what I understand, it's happened already. Everyone working there at the moment is doing so illegally. There's also talk of a new shopping precinct.
That'll be turned down flat.
Then there's the city itself moving closer to Walford all the time. These are the sort of people you should be thinking about, in my opinion.
Well, if and when that happens, we will. It don't take that long to refurbish.
No, the point is we're young. We move with the times.
But there's also the question of money. The tenancy is going to set you back in the region of £12,000.
Yeah, I've budgeted for that.
I assume then you have the necessary funds?
Yeah.
Readily available?
Yeah.
How are you financing this enterprise?
A bank loan.
Oh, I don't envy you, not with interest rates and so forth.
Oh, we can manage the repayments, can't we, Si?
This is a joint loan then?
No, it's all in my name.
Any reason why?
Well, it just seems simpler that way.
You don't see yourselves getting married in the very near future then?
Well, with respect, I think that's a personal matter.
Yes, I'd like to agree.
Well, then why ask?
Brewery policy?
Let's just say you'd stand a much better chance if you were to name the day. Yes?
Yes.
Well, in that case, we better let them in on our little secret. We're getting hitched in the autumn.
Oh? Well, good for you.
Well, September, we said. Didn't we, Si?
Yeah. September.
Oh, Sharon! How did you get on? Did you find her?
No.
Well, what happened?
Well, first off, I went to the address on my birth certificate. Here, I'm time for a coffee.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna sit down.
So you went to the address on the birth certificate?
Yeah. But the woman living there had never heard of Caroline Stratton.
Oh, no.
Oh, she was a nice woman. And she remembered the names of the 2 previous occupants of the house. She said my mother must have left at least 15 years ago. If she ever lived there, of course.
Well, what do you mean?
Well, it might have been somewhere she was staying for the time being. Or even a false address. You know, the council said that's quite common.
So, what's the next step then?
Dunno. But I ain't giving up. Not after I got this far.
Oh, what about the tenancy interview? How'd it go?
Oh, that went great.
Oh, good. Congratulations.
Hey, wait a minute. We haven't got it yet. But I think we're as good as. The thing is...
Oh, what's wrong?
I went and said we was getting married. You know, I thought it'd help us get the tenancy. Never thought Simon would go and blow up like he did. I mean, I never even knew he was so set against us getting married.
Oh, I'm surprised. I always thought you two would get married one day.
That's what I thought. The way Si's thinking.
Look, Sharon, I wouldn't lose sleep over it. It's going to be him who misses out in the end, not you.
Right for you, you've got Ian.
Oh, yeah. Mr. Wicksy himself.
You know something? I really envy you two.
Yeah, we make a great team. I wash, he dries, he opens the cafe, I close.
No, there's more to it than that. It's about sharing everything with another person.
I'm just trying to tell it like it is, that's all. I mean, being married's okay, Sharon, but it ain't the be all and end all.
You and Ian are okay.
No, we're all right. All I'm saying is that you don't have to be married to be happy.
All the same. Other than finding my real mum and dad, that's what I want more than anything else in the world.
It has? Oh, right, OK. Hello? Can you just tell me when that was, please? Oh, right. OK, thanks. Bye.
There you go.
Cheers, Sharon. You sure you want to have one?
Oh, it's a bit early for me, thanks.
Please yourself.
Sharon, I've just been up to the brewery. They say they've written to us and posted the letter last week.
Well, did they say what's been decided?
Oh, we have to wait and see what's in the letter. It's driving me mad, all this waiting.
Yeah, well, I bet they sent it second class. Look, don't forget I'm off at lunchtime.
You what?
Well, I told you yesterday. I'm going up to St Catherine's House today to collect the certificate.
Well, can't you go tomorrow? I need you here.
Well, that's nice you need me. You didn't need me last night. I can't change my plans now. I'm meeting Cindy. But you'll manage. Maybe Pat can help you out.
That's not the point. What about when we get this tenancy? We get it.
Look, I can't talk, so I've got to meet Cindy.
But you said lunch.
Yeah, well, it's nearly lunchtime now.
Sharon.
Give you a hard time, Mr. Wicksy. Never mind, mate. You should get too much more. You can always chuck that my way.
Do you know something?
No, what?
You get right up my nose sometimes.
Ian said I'd find you in here.
Oh, look for me then, were you?
Just wanted a quiet chat, that's all.
Oh?
You've been sniffing around my Simon again.
What?
You heard. Oh, Simon and Sharon have got problems, but it's nothing they can't work out if they're left alone. They don't need you making things worse.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't come the innocent with me, madam. This could be Simon and Sharon's big break at the Vic. I don't want some little chance of screwing it up.
Now, look. Your precious little son ain't the only man around here, you know. I'm a married woman. I've got a baby.
Come on, Cindy. I know all about you and Simon. I know whose kid that is and all.
You've got some fun, you have. Ian's my husband, and he's going to stay my husband. Besides, Sharon's a mate. Anyway, what the hell's it got to do with you?
Oh, hello, Pat. Sorry I was so long. I thought I'd only be 5 minutes. Yeah, no problems, was there? Oh, the queues.
You've been told. If I'm wrong. But if I'm right, you'll have me to deal with. Ta-da, Dot!
Oh, ta-da.
You right, Sharon?
Nearly ready, Sim, isn't it? I mean, for something that's so difficult. You walk into St Catherine's House, collect a piece of paper, and there it is, sitting in your handbag like a time bomb. You open that piece of paper and you open up a... Oh, I don't know, something I've looked into because... Cindy, I can't look at it.
It's a marriage certificate, Sharon. It might not mean anything. Not if your mum's moved.
Oh, well, that is a comfort. Oh, to hell with it. It's just a piece of paper. Cindy, I can't read it.
Well, they're married in Lambeth, for a start. Ronald Philip Hanley, age 36, retail manager.
Well, what about her?
Carol Ann Stretton, age 31, spinster secretary. Father,
my granddad.
Thomas Pete Stretton, salesman.
Well, what about the addresses?
Dunno, there's only one here.
19 Drapers Road, London, SE12. SE12, Cindy, where's that?
Dunno. Lewisham, Deptford, somewhere like that?
Right then, let's go.
Sharon! Sharon, this is dated 1983. You should have moved by now.
I know, but I've still got to check it, haven't I? Drapers Road, third from the left. Hey, it's not far.
Sharon, don't you think you ought to see your counsellor first?
I don't have to see him about every coffin spit. Anyway, I'm not going to knock on the door, am I? I'm not that stupid. I'll talk to her neighbour, see if she's still there. There's no harm in that. Come on. Do this.
You were all for it just now.
I know, but I've lost my bottle. Cindy, would you go?
Oh, Sharon.
Look, all you've got to do is ask if Mrs. Hanley lives next door. It's not hard. I go myself, only I can't face it. And she might be dead or something.
Don't be
Please,
daft,
Cindy.
Sharon. All right, I'll do it. Just calm down. I don't like this, Sharon. There now.
What did she say?
She still lives there, she's still married, and she's got a couple of kids. She's coming back any time now. I knew we shouldn't have come.
What? You mean that's it? That's really it? That's my mum's house?
Look, Sharon, I don't care what you say. You've got to get in touch with your counsellor
Oh,
now.
I can't believe it. That's really it. My mum lives there.